On Tuesday, June 19th, 2001, the first professional team to represent Brooklyn, New York since the Dodgers left in 1957 played their first game in Jamestown. The USA Today of Tuesday, June 19th, touted the fact the Boys of Summer returned to Brooklyn. It announced that today, Brooklyn is back in professional baseball. It's not the National League, but the New York Penn League, where prospects earn $880 a month and dream of making millions in the majors. Most won't. The Brooklyn Cyclones, a short-season Class A affiliate of the New York Mets, open tonight in Jamestown, New York, the home of the Jamestown Jammers. To mark this auspicious and historical occasion, we were able to bring Carl Erskine to the opening day ceremonies. 46. During his terrific career, he pitched 2 no-hit, no-run games, played in 5 World Series for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and pitched in 1 All-Star game. What a thrill it was to have Carl Erskine in our midst.
As Carl said. That pitch opening day. Huh? Probably wasn't pulling a trigger for the head coach, manager, number 7, Alfonso. Edgar Alfonso. Number 20, Howard Johnson. And number 19, Bobby O'Neill.
Much history this day at Diethrick Park. Not only the return of Brooklyn to baseball, also here's the first pitch delivered by Jamestown Jammers Zach Miner, but another extraordinary event occurred.
Can you smell it in the air? The Jamestown Jammers are back in action after a week of training camp. The Jammers finally took the field tonight, looking to kick off their 2001 season on a good note in town. The Brooklyn Cyclones in the season opener. Checking out what went on in this one. Legendary Brooklyn Dodger Carl Erskine throwing out the first pitch. Zach Miner on the mound for the Jammers with the start tonight and pitching well. Honing in on Robert McIntyre and sending him bye-bye. Solid 5 innings pitched for Miner in his professional debut. Bottom second, 1 out. Jammers shortstop Tony Pena with the hot bat. Takes this one back to the wall. That's a stand-up double for Pena. Pena 3 for 4 and a double on the night. Next batter, Tommy Parrott. Loops this one down the first base line. Stays fair, and Pena comes around to score. The first Jammers run of the season, 1-0. Jammers after 2. But in the top 5th, the Cyclones get on the board. Edgar Rodriguez takes this Miner pitch and takes it home. It kind of floats out of Diethrick Park. A solo shot tied the game at 1 after 5. And then the tie gets broken. Bottom of the 6th, Jammers Andrew Brown pitching to Francis Core. 2 on, and Core drives down the left field line. Robert McIntyre comes across to score. 2-1 Brooklyn. Jammers a chance in the bottom of the 9th with 2 on, but can't get it to go, and they go down 2-1 in their season opener. Chad Bowen gets the win for Brooklyn. Andrew Brown gets the loss. He is now 0-1. Jamestown, Tony Pena, heck of a night in his debut. 3 for 4 and a double. Story of the game, 10 runs left on base. Afterwards, managers Jim Saul spoke about the loss.
Talents of Carl Erskine is his ability to play harmonica. General Manager David Wallenzone was very excited about having a unique experience of the seventh inning stretch being played by Carl Erskine on his harmonica with the famous "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." However, what happens next is a bit of minor league history. Note the perspiration on General Manager Wallenzone as he explains the circumstances.
Following our cemetery search, we have a special guest this evening. Once again, Mr. Carl Erskine on the harmonica. Let's all join in and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Whatever works for you, my friend. Just gotta pull it up. I got it right there. We have a new invention, the top of the eighth stretch. Everybody get up and join our friend Carl Erskine from the Brooklyn Dodgers as he plays "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." From the 57 Dodgers, Carl Erskine, the top of the eighth stretch.
I couldn't get it.
When in doubt, buddy, make it up.
Only in minor league baseball.
Showbiz, right? When in doubt, make it up. Okay, gentlemen.
Back for you.
Not only is it the first Dodger team back, it's the first time in the top of the eighth that the home crowd stood and sung, and take me out.
I think as Greg said, only in minor league baseball.
Anything goes, right? Super. Hey, they were singing. I could hear them singing.
Oh, sure.
They were on top of you.
You know what? We prepped them in that inning before. They were ready now.
Good job.
Oh, that's great.
Just to the top of the ninth, too. Why not?
All right, let's keep it inventing.
Yeah, no, we're here. Let's do it every half inning.
Just get it up here. I just got to figure out what sponsor I offended when I just bumped him the first game of the year.
Good evening, everyone. A historic week of baseball continues in Jamestown. Last night, a Brooklyn team played its first pro game in 44 years. The team's two coaches also have some history. Russ Terry has their story.
This may look like just two minor league baseball coaches talking before a game, but a closer look and you may recognize them. Bobby Ojeda and Hojo Howard Johnson. The two won the World Series with the New York Mets in 1986 and are now reunited as the pitching and hitting coach for the Class A Brooklyn Cyclones.
It's been great. It's been like, we didn't skip a beat. We had a great time playing together. We had a lot of fun.
Bobby and I were good teammates back in the day, and so we spent a lot of time together as right now, and it's just been outstanding. Every day we pinch ourselves, we put the uniform on.
Now 15 years after winning the World Series, Hojo and Ojeda still love reminiscing about the ball that went through Bill Buckner's legs and led the Mets to the World Championship.
I was on deck at the time, so I had a great view of it, and Ray coming around third base and being the first one there to greet him. So it was a great series. I was glad to be a part of that ball club that year. It was just a fantastic group of guys, and there's probably not going to be a team like that ever again.
Hojo and I laugh. We go, man, thank goodness we won. Because here we are 15 years later, and people are like still bringing it up. And for us, it's a great memory. For us, it's like, yeah, what do you want to talk about? It was great.
Now Ojeda and Hojo are part of history again. The Cyclones are the first team in Brooklyn since the Dodgers left way back in 1957.
I think a lot of people are anxious, for baseball to come back to Brooklyn, and it's just going to be exciting when we finally get out there and play that first game there.
The word hurt was used when the Dodgers left. The people were hurt, and that word will probably stick with me the rest of my life.
The Cyclones' home openers Monday against Mahoning Valley at Diethrick Park. Russ Terry, Time Warner Cable 8 Sports.